This is a quick screencast to walk through how to set up and manage the tournaments. I hesitate a little bit because this is the first version and I already have some plans to make adjustments to the interface. So the things will change slightly, but I think it's still worth doing as everybody gets started. Um, the new brackets tab, so first of all, in any of these coaching projects this semester, they should open up to a message that just describes a little bit about that specific class, the tournaments in that class. Um, the answers to questions down here is something that I'm happy to fill out. Right now they're not filled out at all. Actually, I didn't even put the answers in. I just kind of put a placeholder here. So if students do have questions, let me know. We'll get those answered down there. From this page, the staff persons will see a staff option here. The staff option opens up two staff tools. One is the emailer and one is the tournament manager. The emailer can be pretty much ignored until later. I don't think anybody's going to need it right away, and maybe not at all. The tournament management is a 6-step, 0 to 5 step thing. And essentially, I'll just run through what each of these tabs are. A new bracket is the screen where you can create a brand new bracket. And in the case for grading, you want to place you want to place the students' work in order. You're not looking for a single winner. If you're looking for a single winner, then that tournament's actually, I'm not 100% sure that it'll run the way you want it. Additionally, it really doesn't tell you much except for who is the winner. It's a single elimination tournament. So choose ordering and give the bracket a name. I'll give this a test demo name and submit it. When I submit it, it created these links. And obviously it created a bit more than that, but it gives you these links to the registration page and the voting page for the tournament. Notice it also jumped me over to the Manage Bracket tab. I can't enter the Manage Bracket tab unless I've chosen a tournament. This one happens to be tournament number 5. You can see the 5 in the URL here. If I go back to choosing a bracket, 5 demo is on the list now. These other tournaments that people have created to learn how to use this are here as well. If I choose any of those, again, it jumps me directly to Manage Bracket. In other words, once I've chosen a tournament, options 2, 3, 4, and 5 are something that I can click on and use to explore that specific tournament. Once I go back to choose a bracket, it forgets about which bracket that I was in, and I have to choose again. If I try to click on these tabs, I can't come here because I haven't chosen a bracket. Okay, so going back to number 5 that we just created, the tournament is created with an open status. Open means that people can register. If you copy this link and you send it out, oops, if you copy the registration link, which might be tricky to copy, well, I'm just going to open it. If you open it up and look at it, you can see that people can upload from this link. They can upload the PDF document, which is their solution, or their answer, or response to a prompt, or whatever it is that you're running tournaments on. So they write the PDF, they write whatever they're doing, they create a PDF and upload it at this link. So I can now copy the URL and create an email and send people this link, and anyone who has a University of Michigan ID can submit to this tournament. So why don't I just pretend to do this. I'll actually do it. I'm not sure what PDF that is, but I'll upload it. I submit it, and it shows me the link now that I can test and see, yes, in fact, the PDF that I uploaded is conference proceedings. So going back to the staff pages, ooh, maybe that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I still have it open there. Okay, so I will, again, I created the tournament. I'll send out the links for people to register. When I look at the competitors page, because I've registered now, I show up on the competitors page. Here it is, Jay Tritz registered with this particular submission. So as students submit their work, they're going to show up on the competitors page here. The status of a competitor is registered, which they are once they've submitted an assignment, and competing, which is what what they are when their submission is included in the competition for vote in the competition of the bracket, and their work will be voted on when they are changed to a competing status. What this allows you to do is if for some reason you did get submissions from outside the class, you could eliminate them by changing them from competing to registered. There's going to be a new way. So when you switch the bracket to from open to active, it switches the bracket. People can no longer register. So right now, if I switch the bracket to active and I go to the registration page for the tournament, it says it's no longer open. I can no longer upload and participate that way in the tournament. If the tournament gets switched back to open and I submit, I can now register again on the registration page. So you're toggling when you change it to active. You're saying this bracket is done. No more people can enter the bracket. It's going to go to competition now. And so at that point, I think I'm going to make it automatically move all of the people from a roster in the class from registered to competing. So if you're on the roster and you've submitted something here, you'll automatically be included in the competition. I haven't included the roster thing yet, but I think that's going to end up on the Manage Bracket page. Okay, so it's going to be a little tricky to demonstrate well because, well, maybe at this point I'm going to switch tournaments. So let me go find one that, this one is also completed. It's moved to finish. Because the bracket's been completed. But there were a few more competitors. We had 4 people participating in this one. The judges list is something that doesn't exist. If we look at the tournament that I just created and look at the judges list, there's no judges yet. If I import the competitors as judges, which is the only option right now, but I think I'm going to again pull this from the roster so that everyone on the roster is pulled in as a judge, and probably again this will happen automatically at the point where you move it to active. I have to think about that for a moment. I think that'll make sense. When you move it to active, pull all the judges in. And so anyway, at the moment though, if I say import the competitors as judges, it should just import, I'm maybe not marked as a competitor yet. I'm still just marked as registered. So hopefully this will work. I submit. Now it says that I'm competing, and if I say import the competitors, submit, it imports me. I'm the only one, but it also finished the tournament, I think. Well, let's see. If I review the bracket, yeah, it finished the tournament. Normally, let's see, the real way to check if it finished the tournament with one person in it is to look at the voting page. The voting page will probably just say, yeah, it'll just say, this is it, the tournament is now finished, the results are no wins, no losses, it's over. Of course, this will not be the case when there's 30 people in the tournament because it'll take longer to reach finishing the tournament. The judges will all be eligible to make 3 votes, and it'll list out here how many decisions they've actually made. So you can monitor, if people are participating in the voting. And when you look at the review bracket page, you'll be able to monitor how the tournament itself is proceeding. Let me choose one that has at least a couple votes in it, just to double check what that looks like. The review bracket page shows who beat who and who got beat by who. And again, there's a bit more that I'm going to add to this page as well, which is going to draw out the information about who is voting most inconsistently with what other people think is going on. And I think that might be interesting for the graders and for other people to look at and see, and just monitor how the voting is actually proceeding. Okay, what was the one last point? Well, I think I'll just wrap it up and leave it at that. Okay, thanks, bye.